Let's get over to the kitchen now and check in with our culinary director, Judi Gallagher. Hi, Judi. What's going on today?
Well, hi, Scott. It's fresh from the farm, and it's Browns Grove, and I am so excited because they have brought us so many wonderful things. Now, while my recipe today is something you can gift to somebody by making strawberry orange basil muffins and some strawberry preserves, really simple with orange butter, I want to note that they have so many beautiful things. So aside from the strawberries, real Florida strawberries are in now, the tangelos and the oranges, I have great ingredients. I'm going to make a summer squash and zucchini casserole with some melted Parmesan cheese. And the eggplants I'm just going to bread and fry, and that's going to be perfect for eggplant Parmesan. And of course, abundance of lettuce and beautiful greens that I can make a salad with. So stay with me throughout the hour. I'm going to slice up the strawberries, and I have fresh from the farm and fresh from Florida today on the menu.
Let's get back over to the kitchen now and check in with Judi Gallagher and see what all that fresh food, fresh produce you got going over there, Judi.
Ooh, Scott, I think you're going to like this. I think you can make this for your wife for the holidays. I've put about 1.5 cups of fresh strawberries that are chopped, 1/4 cup of sugar, and I have pieces of fresh basil. And I'm just going to heat that up. It's going to melt down. If you need to add a little teaspoon of water, you can. And that becomes a mock preserve. You can add more water or orange juice if you want to make it into a sauce. Let's get into the muffins now. In my food processor, I have about 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. I have slivered almonds. You can definitely use pecans. And I'm going to give it a pulse. It has orange zest. I'm going to just add a little oil. This is going to make our streusel topping. I also sometimes will add a little bit of cinnamon. It depends who I'm baking for and when I find out what they really like. You want this crumble to be a little bit moist. Add about 2 tablespoons of orange zest because we have these beautiful oranges that we're working with. Now I'm going to come over to start in the actual muffin. So the oven is heated at 395. You can go a little bit lower. I have another cup and a quarter of strawberries, those fresh Florida strawberries chopped. I'm going to get them ready with both all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour. So come back, we'll mix it all together. We'll spend some time getting ready to make this beautiful, edible present for anybody you want in your holiday list. I kind of like that idea about, well, at least coffee being delivered to me. That's why I have my husband. Okay, so we have the flour, the whole wheat flour, baking soda, baking powder. We're going to add 1 egg. We're going to add 1/4 cup more vegetable oil. And then we're going to add about 1 teaspoon of vanilla. I tend to be very liberal with vanilla because I love it. Okay, we have about 3/4 of a cup of buttermilk. An old secret, if you don't have buttermilk in the house but you want to make this, is you take the equal part of whole milk and you add 2 tablespoons of vinegar, stir it, put a little cloth over it, and put it in the warmest part of the kitchen. Let it sit about an hour. It'll start to foam up and bubble. That's butter. That's exactly what buttermilk is. We're going to add about 1/4 cup of fresh squeezed orange juice. And then we have the zest of about 2 oranges in here from those great oranges from Browns Grove. And just the aroma right here, getting that orange is just fantastic. Now, whenever you're baking with buttermilk, it's going to change the chemical components of it. So it's going to fluff up really quickly. So what may not look like a lot of batter definitely becomes easily 12 muffins, or you can make a loaf of bread. So we're going to add the strawberries in, and we're going to fold them in gently. My jam is all done on the stove with the basil, and then I have orange butter made. All I did was take a stick of Kerrygold Irish butter, and I put in 1 teaspoon of fresh squeezed Tangelo juice and the zest, and there you have orange butter. So that's going to go perfectly on these muffins. So remember the streusel topping that we made? Here it is. It has the almonds, the butter, the flour. You're going to spray your pan with Pam. And what I like to do is I like to put a little streusel on the bottom. If I'm doing it in a loaf pan, I'm going to put a streusel layer right in the middle. And then you're just going to take a scoop and boom, right in. There's nothing like giving the gift of something homemade. I think people really love it. So a great thing to do is make it an experience. Pack these muffins up in the fresh produce and bring it to the beach or bring it to a park, and you have the perfect holiday gift that's going to be delicious. It's time to taste in a few minutes, so come back and I'll be ready to serve.
Well, I'm happy as a clam.
Well,
This looks really tasty, Judy.
you do. You have a strawberry orange muffin, like
Yeah.
a Morning Glory muffin, with orange butter and then that bright strawberry basil. Almost like a jam that we made. And that just makes a great gift because you can put the butter in a little ramekin.
Delicious.
And then you can put the jam in a little mason jar. And then you've made
Nice.
somebody muffins. And it's a great way to celebrate the holidays is just find your favorite recipe, tweak it to the way you like it. And it's going to be nice and fresh. And those oranges and strawberries were just amazing from Browns Grove, weren't they?
Oh, yeah. Great little brunch item here, too. I would think, with
Absolutely.
all the holidays coming up
All
and everything.
day long.
Well, thank you, Judy. It's
You're
delicious.
welcome.
On our website, mysuncoast.com, click on the dining link. Scott?